What's up guys, Caleb Bakes01 back again for another random horror review. This time round I just grabbed something off the shelf, something that I've seen 2 or 3 times beforehand. So this being like a second or third time watch. A movie from, it says 2018. I would have said earlier, like 2016 or 17. Yeah, there we go, 2015. I was reading the wrong number, but it says 2015 here. A movie called The Monster. I'm pretty sure when this movie first came out, it was mostly positive reviews for those who have seen it. But we'll get into my thoughts a little bit later, but we'll quickly get into the plot. So basically, we have this mother and daughter, and to not beat around the bush, their relationship is rocky at best. The mother is quite emotionally abusive. Sort of takes her daughter for granted also. Just overall not the best mother. And through the movie she's trying to do better and she knows that she needs to be a better mother, but the daughter's like, I guess, 10 or 11. So the damage is already sort of done, and as I said, the best way to describe it is their relationship is rocky at best. Anyway, in this film, the mother needs to take her daughter from, I guess, A to B, to the father's house where she's going to be leaving her. And while they're on the way there, they're on this isolated road, no cars, it's middle of the night, pouring rain. They have an accident. So they have car troubles, there's some injuries. And to make it worse, they are not alone because on the road with them is, you guessed it, a monster. I know, surprise, surprise. And we'll sort of leave the plot there. So, yeah, pretty simple one, an isolated, confined movie, one location, and yeah, let's get into my thoughts of The Monster now. So this movie is very character driven and relies very much on our two leads here being the mother and daughter. And before I get too deep into that, I just want to say the mother and daughter duo is acted perfectly. I don't have the actresses' names here, but both the mum and daughter smash it out of the park. Obviously, the daughter being a child actor, she is one of the best child actors I've seen in a while. She fucking kills the role, but both of them do, and they need to because there's not many characters in this movie. We are pretty much following these two the whole way through. So they're needed to pretty much carry it, and they do that to a T. So hats off to them. I guess our third character that we followed mostly through this movie is the monster. You know, we've all seen a monster film before. Pretty cool, lurking in the shadows, but for its design, I feel like it's pretty unique. Just off the top of my head, I don't think we've seen a monster too much like this before. You know, without giving too much away, I'd probably describe it as like an alien mixed with like a big dog slash gorilla. I don't know, but it's a monster. I don't know how to describe it. It's creepy, it's cool, but yeah, as I said, unique design. I kind of like that. But I just want to quickly get into what I was sort of bringing up before. The highlight for this movie and the reason why I would like to recommend it is because of the relationship between this mother and daughter. The way that it is written, the way that their characters' dialogues are, the acting, everything all together fucking smashes this movie out of the park. You know, if you're not a big fan of monster movies, this shouldn't worry you still, because as I said, this movie is just very reliant on these two characters and, you know, how they interact with each other and how they evolve over the movie. I'd say that's another one of the strongest points, you know, without giving too much away of the ending or where the story goes, but the evolution of these characters and, as I said, as I sort of described in the plot, so, you know, their dynamic at the start to how they are at the end. It's pretty much what you're going to be watching this movie for. It's very strong, as I said, the actresses kill it, but the way that it's written, I can't sing praises enough. And the ending, without giving too much away, as I said, I think it's a perfect resolution for the evolution that was building up in this movie. Very rewarding and poetic in a way. I'm trying to tiptoe around it without giving away spoilers. You know, I feel like the monster doesn't win, but neither does the family. And yeah, I think the best way to sell you on this movie is the relationship between the mother and daughter, because it is so strong, and I think it is some of the best writing for two leads that I've seen in a movie for a while. So I've hyped up the actresses and, you know, the characters for a while now. The movie itself is actually very tense for majority of the way through. And it needs to be that because it is an isolated setting, it's one location. With those sort of movies, there can be issues with getting too slow or getting repetitive. And don't get me wrong, at points it does get a little bit slow and sluggish at times, but for the majority of the way through, it is relatively tense, even when the monster isn't involved. You know, as I said, there's the case of injuries that have happened in this accident. Moments where you think they're going to get away or get help. Yeah, extremely tense, and as I said, even with the monster, you know, you're wondering if you can see it lurking in the background or whatever. This movie is really tense, which, as I said, you also got to give it points for. And with that being said, we're going to wrap up this review here. I have sort of done back-to-back shorter reviews recently, which is good. Get them short, sharp, out of the way. But as I normally do, I'll wrap it up with my rating for The Monster from 2015. I think I'm reading the date there, right? The font is so small, but I am going to give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. Close to an 8.5. Yeah, just really good. As I said, makes the most of its one location setting, isolation, the two characters that we're with. It really does so much with so little in a way. And yeah, would definitely recommend this one. I hadn't seen this one in a while, but I was more than happy to grab it off my shelf because I had fond memories of it, and yeah, lived up to my expectations of what I remembered it being. So would definitely recommend The Monster, and let me know your thoughts if you've seen it, or when you go and check it out, feel free to let me know in the comments. So as I said before, a shorter review for you guys today, but that's alright, getting them out short and sharp. Thank you for joining me for another random horror review. As I said, as always, feel free to leave comments below, like, subscribe. Thank you again for joining me if you're a returning viewer. If this is your first time, welcome, and feel free, as I said, to like, subscribe, do whatever, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon. Got some more content coming your way, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.